What's up everyone? This is Matt with Creative Anger. About a month ago I purchased a 1999 Mountain High Coachworks Residency motorhome. It's a 38-foot long Class A motorhome with a Ford V10 Triton based on the Ford F53 chassis. I bought it off of the previous owners pretty cheap. They were getting older, they no longer wanted to go on the road with their motorhome, they were starting to have issues with their vision. They figured it was time to sell. When I first took a look at the thing, I immediately noticed a little bit of a musty smell, but I couldn't find any water damage anywhere at all. Unfortunately, the more I dig, the more I find that it's buried underneath the floor. One wall has a little bit of damage to it, but as a whole, everything actually seems pretty good. Unfortunately, as a result of the water damage that I've located, I've had to gut a good chunk of the motorhome. Well, technically I've basically gutted the entire thing at this point. Almost every cabinet's been removed, almost every bit of floor has been removed, all of the furnishings have been removed, everything is gone except for a couple of cabinets over the driving area, and what remains of the bathroom, the fridge, and the little bit of countertop left. Outside of that, the bedroom's been completely gutted, the living room and the dining room, everything has been completely gutted. Originally, I wanted this to be a project that I could document top to bottom. Then a time crunch came. Unfortunately, with quarantine and my lease ending and me essentially losing my job, I now am not going to be able to renew the lease on my apartment. And instead, I will be going full-time inside this motorhome. Unfortunately, I have until April 30th to get it ready and moved into here, and that is just shy of 3 weeks away. The first part of this project ended up being me hiring people and working with several people to gut the inside and get all of the work done that needed to be done to get it to a baseline. The couple of things that are left behind me are going to be removed between tonight and tomorrow. It is currently midnight on April 13th, so I have 17 days to get everything done and moved into here and out of my old place. I can't guarantee that every day I'm going to put out a talking head video like this, but what I will do is put out at minimum a time lapse of a wide angle shot of everything that was done with a brief description of everything that happened throughout that day. For example, today was very eventful. Crystal and I worked to remove the kitchen countertop. We removed the sink. We have removed part of the lower cabinetry. But when we removed the stove, we started smelling hints of gas. Even though the tank is supposed to be empty, and the lines are all supposed to be shut off, we smelled gas. Took a spray bottle with some soap water in it, sprayed it on, it was bubbling up, ended up calling the fire department to have them come and check everything out, make sure everything was safe. Once we had it all clear, I've let the place vent out, and that's why I'm back here at midnight. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the kitchen cabinetry. There's not much left. All that's left are the base cabinets from the countertop. The water lines have already been cut, most of the electrical's been removed. It should be a fairly simple job to get this part of things done. If you have any questions or comments, please write them below. If you have any suggestions what I should do with this motorhome, please, I am completely all ears. I am not stuck with any specific design or plan at this point. I am just in the get it stripped and fixed and then build on top of it phase. Let's get cracking.
Inside of me, it's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I see you lit? You're like an ocean without land, not a single grain of sand. I'm drifting on it, so cold yet warm. When you hold me, when you close, I know.
Just in case something goes completely wrong, I'm going to put a battery on the camera, so if the power goes out, camera keeps rolling. Another new discovery, apparently the gas leak detectors in this motorhome were completely disconnected and disabled by the previous owners. That's fun. That also explains a few things, such as why I needed to call the fire department earlier based on smell instead of an alarm going off. Do not disconnect your gas detectors. Even if they're out of date, they may not be as effective, but they may still potentially save your life. Leave them hooked up. Now, just in case for whatever reason you didn't know, this is what your gas leak detector looks like, or some variation of this. It could be long and rectangular, but this is the point. It will say that it is an LP gas detector on the front. Leave it plugged in. Do not disconnect, even if it's beeping and annoying you. If it's beeping and annoying you, replace it. Previous owners never replaced it. This is the original from October 1998. Okay, so I have done everything I feel like doing for the night. I've got most of the framework removed. The plumbing is disconnected, the electrical is disconnected, everything is disconnected. I have a giant pile of debris in the back. Let me focus. So I have a lot of work to do still left on gutting this kitchen, but the majority of the work that's left isn't demolition, but debris removal. I'm gonna finish removing all of the debris. I'm gonna remove the old oven, the sink, the countertop, all of the wood, the cabinets. Everything is just going to be removed because it's all been disassembled. All that is left to be disassembled is a little tiny bit that's on the floor underneath the piping. Other than that, I'm done with the kitchen. So once I get everything cleaned up tomorrow and I get those last little bits out, I then get to move on to the bathroom. Unfortunately, a lot of the water damage that I found appears to be underneath the shower pan in the bathroom. When the previous owners had the floor replaced from carpet to like a vinyl peel and stick, the flooring people cut out large chunks of the OSB, replaced it with plywood to remove damaged wood. The problem is, they didn't remove the shower pan and get under the shower pan. And from what I can tell, the leak may still potentially be active. So the safest thing for me to do is to remove everything, clean it up, put it back. On that note, guys, again, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, ideas, anything, please put it in the comments below. Please smash that like button. It really helps me a lot. It helps get me more views. And please, again, interact. I am extremely open to communicating with you, the viewer. Have a good one. Peace.